going to go through a series of tests, and Elena's going to help me do this, and we're going to see if we can narrow down what this might be. So we're going to see how hard it is first. So reach over there and see if you can scratch that with your fingernail like that, Elena. What do you think? Did we scratch it?
No.
Yeah, not really, huh? So it didn't scratch with the fingernail. Now I've got a penny here somewhere. This penny is pre-1983, so it's got enough copper in it to be considered we're trying to scratch it with copper. So take that, hold it on its edge, and rub it on there real hard. Side to side.
Like that?
Yeah. All right, are we scratching it? Doesn't really look like it, does it? I don't see any scratches. Let me try. I can press a little harder than you. Yeah, I don't see any scratches. Do you?
No, but I bet there probably is a little bit of scratches.
I don't think there is. Because if we look at the penny, we can see a lot of scratches on the penny, but no scratches on the crystal. So we're going to try some steel. So we got a steel nail here. Now, I'm going to do this one because I don't want you to poke yourself with that.
Okay. I saw a chip of crystal come off.
Well, we might have chipped a piece off, but we didn't really scratch it.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think we can count that. Let me try it over here on this flatter side, right there.
Oh. We scratched it. Kinda.
Well, I don't think we did. See, look at the end of the nail.
Yeah, that got more scratched than...
Yeah, we wore the point off the nail, but we really just kind of wrote on it like we were writing on it with a pencil, but we didn't really make a dent in it. Look at that. So what we want to try next is I want you to take this white piece of ceramic tile that's unglazed. I want you to take this crystal and take the point of it and rub it real hard on there and see, just scratch on this.
So like right there.
Yeah. Okay, did it make a mark on there?
I think so. It made a little mark.
Well, there's some white on there, isn't there? It's really hard to see on that one. Let's do the black one.
Okay. Oh.
So this is a black unglazed tile. You're going to take that and you're going to rub it real hard right there. Yeah, just pick a corner and rub hard on there. All right, let's see what you got. Well, that left us a kind of a white, creamy looking streak, didn't it? Let me try.
Yeah, and it didn't do it.
Yeah, it didn't do much there, did it?
It looks like we're drawing on a piece of
It does, doesn't it?
With another rock.
That's a white material that's left there with that streak test. So we're gonna got a big piece of glass right here. We're gonna see if we can scratch the glass with this. You want to try that?
Yeah.
Take a corner and see if you can scratch that glass.
Take this corner. Yeah, we can scratch it.
Yeah, we scratched the grass, didn't we? Good job. So we know that that thing is harder than a 6.5, probably around a 6.5 or a 7, huh, on the Mohs scale. We got a magnet, and it's not magnetic. So let's write some of this down real quick. So we couldn't scratch it with our finger, the penny, or the steel, but we did scratch glass with it. We know that it's not magnetic. It left a white streak on a black tile. Couldn't really see anything on the white tile.
Yeah, all we could see is one line of black, and that might have already been there.
That one's a little bit too heavy. It's kind of heavy for its size. What do you think? I think it's kind of heavy for its size. So that's probably got a slightly higher specific gravity. That's not the best way to test it, but that's what we're working with. Now we're going to try an acid test. So what we have here is a weak hydrochloric acid. And what I want you to do...
I think I've used one of those things that you...
Yeah, it's a dropper. I want you to... Let me get a plate here. We'll do it this way. Okay. What I want you to do is put 1 drop of acid on top of that.
Like that?
Yeah. Nothing really happened there, did it?
No.
Put a couple drops on there. Be careful. One more. Yeah, that's not really doing anything, is it? Let me show you what might happen, what we thought might happen, or what could happen, right? And we would call a positive test. So I'm going to move this over here and dry it off.
So I still have some drops in here.
Okay, well, put it back in the bottle because we're going to let it sit in the bottle where it's safe while we're changing things out. So this is a piece of limestone. I know that it's a piece of limestone. And when we use the weak ACL or a vinegar solution, the acid will react with the carbonates in the limestone and we'll get a bubbling. That bubbling is CO2 being released from the reaction. So if I'm right, we should get a bunch of bubbles when you put 3 or 4 drops or 2 or 3 drops of acid on this. So put 2 or 3 drops on that rock. Look at that. See all those bubbles?
Yeah.
So if that crystal would have been carbonate based, it would have bubbled like this too. But it didn't. So we know that it's not carbonate based.
I remember another rock that you showed me did that.
Yeah. I think it was calcite crystal.
At the apartment.
So it's not, so the acid test was negative. We know it's not carbonate based. The specific gravity was maybe a little higher than average. Shine the UV light on there and see what happens.
Ooh, it's purple.
It's like a deep purple, isn't it?
Yeah. That's pretty.
That is
Looks
pretty,
like
isn't
a
it?
galaxy.
It almost
see some
disappears in the
You can
thing.
see some blue on it. I wonder what
Well,
that is.
the little blue specks are white pieces of dust.
Oh.
They're not a reaction. They're just stuff in the air.
It makes it look like the galaxy.
It's pretty cool, like stars, yeah. So it's got like a purpley orange color to it.
Yeah, like the little lines in it have orange.
Yeah. Okay. So let's turn the light back on.
Okay.
Cool. Good job. All right. So we've got some data. So I don't have my book to go through and it'll say what's this, what's this, what's this, what's this, what's this. So what we're going to do is we're going to feed this information into an AI like ChatGPT or Claude. All the things that we know about it, we're going to see what it gives us back as our most probable identification, okay? Elena and I fed the information into our AI model here. We're using Claude. We gave it information on the structure being massive, that it was clear, transparent to cloudy, and all the other data that we had on it. And this is the results that it gave us back.
I think it's chalcedony, acite, or quartz.
Agate or quartz?
Agates.
Chalcedony, agate, or quartz. Yep, I agree with you. And I don't think it's an agate because we don't have any clear banding, but it's definitely a silica-based crystal. So we're going to go with chalcedony or quartz, and I'm going to lean hard towards quartz. Thank you so much. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today while we tried to identify this crystal we found the other day in Bryan County, Oklahoma. Elena Sage there was very helpful today in helping me figure this out. We've decided that it's probably a piece of quartz or some kind of a chalcedony piece. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully we earned your subscription. If we did, hit that subscribe button right there and follow along. We'll see what the Earth's got to show us tomorrow. Be well. You say bye?
Bye.